Today I'm going to talk about using NX, the Angular CLI for power up for your modern development. Has anyone ever know or use NX? Please raise your hand. Oh, there are few people. Now I will be proud of it. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Siwat Kaolueng. You just call me James. I'm the Angular developer at 7 Peak Software from Thailand. And I'm really enthusiastic about Angular and web. And I helped organize Angular meetup in Thailand. So the outline of this talk will be what is NX and how NX scale your enterprise development. Let's start with the first one. What is NX? NX is the Angular CLI power up for modern development maintained by the Naval, the Angular consulting company founded by ex-Google. And it's managed a workspace in a monorepo way. And let us develop like a Google. And it extends the Angular CLI to provide a useful tool to make full stack development much easier. So let's go back to the Angular CLI's toolchain. When we create our app using CLI, we have Angular apps, and we have the protector for our end-to-end testing. We have Karma for unit test runner, and we have Jasmine for testing framework. But with the next, we can integrate all of these tools in the slide with the zero configuration. We can integrate Nest, React, Web Component. If we would like to into our project with the zero configuration, and next use the Jest as a unit test runner and Cypress as an end-to-end testing framework as a default. And also with the Prettier that we already installed in the NX. And to create NX workspace, please make sure that you install the Angular CLI globally and then use command npx create NX workspace. Unlike the Angular CLI, NX start with blank. So we have to add the capability in order to generate the Angular app and so on with the other technology. So we have to specify command ng add naval/Angular and so on. So to make full stack development, we will use Angular and Nest. So please make sure that you add the capability of the Angular and Nest using the ng add command, and then just use ng generate command to generate your front end and back end. And after that, you are good to go to run ng serve, ng build, ng test, both front end and back end. And how NX help you scale enterprise development? We will talk about the challenge of the last organization. So 10 developers can reach mutual best practice by chatting over lunch, but however, 500 developers cannot. So we have to use tools to promote the best practice and team standard. With the next, there is a tool called Workspace Schematics that's used to scaffolding the library or file and modify code in the workspace. For example, in some organization may have the convention to create the domain-specific library, and they can use this tool by using command ng generate workspace schematics and the name. And here is the boilerplate after we generate the workspace schematics. And what this really do is just create the library using the Naval schematics, and we have to write our own workspace schematics. And I change the code a little bit to write my own schematics. What it really do is just create 3 sub-library. That is library components, library HTTP, and library page. And I also tag with its own types, which will be clear later what the tag is in the next few slides. And you can use command npm run workspace schematics in order to use these schematics. And with the next, there is the extra Jetlin rule called NX enforce module boundary. It's used to enforce developers to follow the convention when they're importing the library. So it's related to 2 files, the nx.json and jetlin.json. Let's start with the first one, nx.json. At the root level of the workspace, there is the nx.json file. It's used to define the implicit dependency and each library and apps tags that we create during the library creation. As you can see, type component, type HTTP, and type page. And Jest.json file. There is the extra Jest rule, as you can see, NX enforce module boundary. And there is the depth constraint that contain the source tag and only depend on libs with tag, which I define the type page to be the library that contain only smart component, and type component to be the library that contain only the dumb or presentational component, and type HTTP only to be only the library that contain HTTP service. So type page can import other library, right? But for type component, they cannot import the smart component or type page, and with the HTTP also. And this is what happened when we try to import the type component or the share or dumb component into the, sorry, this is what happened when we try to import the type page into the type component that is the dumb component. The UID said, no, you cannot do that by Jest. And let's talk the next challenge of the large organization. With 3 projects, developer will know what needs to be retested after making a change. But with 30 projects, ad hoc process will no longer work with the several large team. So we have to rely on the automated CI process instead. So with the next, we can review and retest what is affected of change we made. There is the command called npm branch affected that we can build, learn end-to-end, and test what the library that should have to be built after we change the code. And with the next, we can visualize the dependency of each library and apps using command npm run dev graph. And NX already set up the Prettier, so we can use command called npm run format to format our code. And normally we do integrate this tool with the lin state to format our code before we commit the code to Git. And yes, try NX today. I would like you to check website nx.dev to learn. There is the plenty resource that you can learn more about NX from the Angular experts. And I have recently migrated my personal project from Angular workspace to the NX workspace. You can check this link below. And there is more thing from now on. This is the Angular console. It's the Angular CLI in the GUI version, which it give the benefit to you too, that is that you don't have to memorize all commands. You check this. And now Connect is the platform that you can learn more about Angular from the Angular expert. And thanks to Nawal for the contribution to make the developer life be more productive. And here is the resource, and thank you for having me.